Ever have one of those songs that just feels like it gets you? Not because it's loud or flashy, but because it speaks to something deeper. That quiet belief in yourself, especially when you're looking back at how far you've come. This is one of those songs. It's about the people who shaped us, the pride that carried us, and that unshakable sense that somewhere inside we're truly made of something strong. Let's talk about it. The verse opens with a scene that feels both intimate and slightly awkward. Thank you for coming home. Sorry that the chairs are all worn. Right away, this sets up a dynamic. The singer is addressing someone important, a parent, a mentor, an old friend, and is almost apologetic for the state of things. The worn chairs aren't just furniture. They are a symbol of time past, of a life lived, but perhaps not a life of glamorous wealth. It hints at a humble origin story. The line, I left them here I could have sworn, adds a layer of nostalgia and disconnection. It suggests he's been away for a while, chasing his dreams, and has returned to find things both the same and diminished. The home is a fixed point in his past, and he's seeing it with new eyes. He then uses the famous phrase, these are my salad days, which is a classic reference to a youthful time of inexperience, idealism, and poverty. But he immediately subverts it with the next line, slowly being eaten away. This is a brilliant and bleak pun. Salad days are being consumed just like a salad is eaten. This powerfully conveys how the optimism and greenness of youth are being devoured by the pressures of time, ambition, or the industry he is in. He reduces this period of his life to just another play for today, implying a sense of impermanence and that his current success might just be another performance, another temporary role in a long string of them. The tone then shifts dramatically with a repeated line. Oh, but I'm proud of you. But I'm proud of you. This is the emotional core of the verse. It's widely interpreted as the singer recalling the words of that same person he's addressing, likely a proud parent figure speaking to him in his youth. By echoing their words now, he's contrasting his past feelings of being supported with his current reality. He's achieved the success he sought, but the feeling of validation from that person was so immense that it left nothing left to make me feel small. Their belief in him was a shield against insecurity. Now, standing on his own success, that luck or good fortune, luck has left me standing so tall, has culminated in him feeling triumphant and unshakable. The verse therefore traces a journey from humble beginnings and self-doubt to a place of confidence, all anchored by the memory of someone else's pride that helped him get there. The chorus shifts the song's perspective entirely, acting as the triumphant answer to the reflective and slightly uncertain verse. Where the verse was addressed to someone from the past, the chorus feels like it's spoken from that very perspective. It's as if the memory of that proud mentor is now speaking directly back to the singer, confirming all the beliefs they had in him. The repetition of gold is more than just a title. It's a declaration of ultimate value, purity, and unbreakable strength. It's not about being the richest or the most famous, but about recognizing your innate, immutable worth. The command to always believe in your soul and affirmation you've got the power to know are about a deep internal certainty. This isn't blind optimism. It's about accessing a core confidence that exists within you, a self knowledge that you are, in fact, indestructible. This indestructibility isn't about being physically untouchable, but about a spirit that can't be truly broken by failure or criticism because its foundation is so solid. The second half of the chorus introduces a beautiful twist with the line, "Glad that you're bound to return." This suggests a cycle and a sense of loyalty. The person, likely the singer, who went out into the world to chase their dreams, is ultimately faithful to their roots and their true self. They haven't been corrupted or lost completely. This return is welcomed because it confirms a truth. There's something I could have learned. This is a profoundly humble and empowering statement. It implies that the journey of the younger person, with all its struggles, holds wisdom even for the older, wiser mentor figure. It's a two-way street of respect. The chorus then closes by reaffirming this unshakable belief, cementing the idea that this gold state isn't a temporary win, but a permanent state of being that one can always believe in. It's a powerful mantra of self-worth that is both given as a gift from someone else and claimed as one's own eternal truth. This verse feels like it's addressed to a different person than the first, shifting from a parental figure to a peer, likely a close friend or a former partner from the early days of the singer's career. The line, "Remember we were partners in crime," is crucial. It evokes a sense of camaraderie, shared rebellion, at a time when they were united against the world, chasing the same dream. The rush that's now gone is the adrenaline of that early struggle. The excitement of the chase before fame and success complicated things. The plea, "I hope you find a little more time," carries a tinge of sadness and distance, suggesting that their paths have diverged and the closeness they once shared has faded with the demands of their new lives. The verse then gets more specific, zooming in on a memory from only 2 years ago. This isn't a distant past, but a very recent history, making the change feel even more rapid and jarring. The man with the suit and the face is a classic symbol of the establishment, a manager, a record executive, or just the impersonal machinery of the industry. He was there on the case, a figure they were probably wary of or even opposed to together. The dramatic twist is the line, "Now he's in love with you." This isn't necessarily about romantic love. It's about the industry, the suit, now embracing and claiming the person he's singing to. Their former partner in crime has been accepted by the very system they might have once resisted. This leads to the verse's devastating conclusion. The singer uses a powerful metaphor. Love is like a high prison wall. The very thing that signifies acceptance and success, the suit's love, has become a barrier that traps his friend and separates them. This love is conditional and restrictive, creating a gulf between their past solidarity and their present realities. The final line, "And you could leave me standing so tall," is deeply ironic and lonely. It echoes the standing so tall from the first verse, but here the meaning is flipped. He's left standing alone outside those prison walls, perhaps still feeling the indestructibility of gold, but now without his partner to share it with. His triumph feels hollow because the person who was there at the start isn't there to truly see it, having been absorbed into a different world. The bridge acts as the emotional climax of the song's story, taking the specific feeling from the second verse and crystallizing it into a universal, profound truth. The line, "Love is like a high prison wall," is a brilliantly contradictory and complex metaphor. We usually think of love as something that liberates and connects us, but here it's portrayed as a barrier, something that confines and separates. This isn't about romantic love in a simple sense. Instead, it's about the powerful, often possessive nature of certain bonds. Be it the love of fame, the love of an industry, or the love of a new life that pulls someone away from their old one. This love builds walls around a person, making them inaccessible to those on the outside, no matter how much history they share. It's a gilded cage, beautiful from the outside, but ultimately restrictive. The second line, "You could leave me standing so tall," is packed with a deep and painful irony. On the surface, standing tall is a positive image of strength and pride, which connects back to the chorus's theme of being indestructible. But in this context, it feels incredibly lonely. He is left standing tall, but he's standing alone outside the prison wall. His strength and success are undeniable, yet they are rendered almost meaningless because the person he shared the journey with is now locked away from him, separated by this new form of love. The word could is also crucial. It's not an accusation of "you did," but a heartbreaking acknowledgement of possibility. It's him admitting his own vulnerability, recognizing that this person he cares about has the power to leave him in this state of isolated triumph. Together, these two lines capture the song's central conflict, the bittersweet price of success, and the way achieving a dream can sometimes cost you the very connections that made it worthwhile.